Hey, thinking of others Thursdays, I'm going to do it a little different today and tell you guys my story and why I've started to do thinking of others Thursdays. I'm at a place now where I'm a realtor. I want to try and get people into their forever homes or just homes and places that they could be safe, feel safe with their families, and have a place to lay their heads and be happy. Because there was a time in my life where I was homeless and I was with my family, and we were homeless for 3 years. And as a teenager, it was a very pivotal part and point in my life where things could have went south, like real easy. We were homeless and living in a hotel. There are lots of families who live in extended stays or hotels or just trying to make it day by day, and out there hustling or working, trying to make a little money so that they can pay for a place to stay for them and their family and their kids until the next day when they can make some more money, or for the next week, you know, week by week, day by day. It was times that I would come home and there'd be a padlock on the door where I couldn't even get in. And it was funny because I would meet people, other kids who lived at the hotel. We would all get on the bus, the school bus would come down. It was apartment complex at the bottom of the hill. At the top of the hill was this hotel. And it was a couple of hotels. One of them was more prone to drug dealers doing, you know, selling out of those hotels. Well, actually, both of them, both of the ones we were in. And also prostitutes, you know, people trying to make it day to day for either support their habit or support themselves or whatever they were doing. But that was my atmosphere, and that was where I lived for 3 years. And I mean, it was even one time we came home and it was a dead body floating in the pool, you know, of the hotel. But I would come home sometimes and there'd be a padlock because we didn't have the money to pay for that night, and they would put a lock on the door with all our stuff inside until we got the money to pay for the next day. And if we didn't have the money that day, we didn't come up with it, then we'd have to find somebody's couch to sleep on or find somewhere to lay our heads for that night. And like I said, I was a teenager, so it was like, I think I was 15, 16, 17 were the years that I lived there. Yeah, and I would go to work. I found me a job up the street because I've always worked. I just knew I had to. I knew I had to work hill, so I would walk up the hill and go to work at the Church's Chicken up the hill. And I went by there the other day, and they had boarded up the hotel, and I saw, you know, just where I used to live for those 3 years. You know, it was all boarded up, and I'll show you videos of it in just a second when I went by there. And it was, you know, I don't know what it was, but God is good. He brought me through that. He brought me through that because that was a lot. It was a lot for a teenager to be exposed to and not be corrupted by. So I'm just thankful to God that He always had His hands on me and led me and guide me. So this is the street that the hotel is on. So you go down, that's the Chit Chat. If you know Atlanta, you know where Chit Chat is. This is one of the hotels on the right where they used to do a lot of dealing drugs out of, and this is the hotel that I stayed at. It used to be like a Red Roof Inn or something like that, but you see it's all boarded up. Nobody is in there now, and they have a little event center or something that they put in the front. But Yeah, that's me standing in front of it the other day. And that's the side. There was a pool right there in front. We stayed most of the time around the back.